Oh, I didn't show up the fact that you can rotate and tilt the map and stuff. It actually looks kind of badass when you look at it this way. You get nice depth of motion. Like, looking straight down gives you the best sense of, like, the position of stuff, right? You know, straight down onto the grid. But you do get to see a lot more if you just look at things this way. I don't know what's better. I think it's too weird for me. I think it's like, no, my brain is like, no, it's a hex grid. You got to look at it straight down, right? Maybe a slight tilt. It's just a matter of like getting used to it. Actually, it's pretty badass. I'm gonna try to play like this for a little while and see if I can deal with it. It looks really good when you're up close. Like, I guess it makes a little less sense when you do the strategic view. Oh, only things far away will have the strategic icons. The close stuff won't be like that. Nope. I like all my stuff to be in the iconic view. I apologize if it's not as pretty. I gotta go with what works for me, right? Yeah, sorry, Loler. Can't kill me today. Besides, you gotta take a break on that. You know, you gotta rest those muscles. Oh, our first thulium mine. Miners begin offloading their first load of thulium. Surprisingly dull looking. It's only in higher dimensions that thulium shows its true character, able to sense and be affected by objects of greater distances. This can be used in prototype sensors and targeting systems. Well, should actually get 3 of these pop-ups now, because my one mining starbase has all 3 resources, which I've never been able to manage before. This is great. First Durantium mine. Miners return with the first load of Durantium ore, rocky debris laced with a telltale silvery gold flicker. More dense and resilient than anything your people have seen before, can be used in prototype armor and kinetic weapons. First Illyrium mine. Oh, this is quite cool. I don't think I've ever even gotten Illyrium in this game yet. Ooh. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's fantastic. An unnatural glow. I think I missed the thing. Exius, thanks for the sub. An unnatural glow fills the mining ship as it draws in the first batch of the mysterious substance Illyrium, a material which has strange, synergistic effects on high-energy systems that can be used in prototype shields and beam weapons. Okay. And for those of you worried, by the way, I noticed a few comments about the 3 weapon types. There's a lot of different weapons in the tech tree. It's just they fit in one of these categories, and then defenses affect those. I believe, again, I don't know if the manual went into this, and I believe the way it used to work is that the wrong defense still had sort of like half effect against different weapons. It's just if you had the right defense for the right class of weapons, then it had the better defense that way. But there's variety in the tech tree as well, so we're okay there. Idle ship, what is this? That is my colony ship, which is still failing to find anything awesome. Oh, ho, 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 there's an awesome one. Class 11 Lush, it's tightly locked, which gives it 25% bonus to social manufacturing and a 25% bonus to trade route value. Yeah, we're going to go and colonize that. Okay, I'm happy I'm building another colony ship because I don't have another one kicked around. Boom. That's my scout and another scout. Wait. Silly auto-exploring. I'm going to spread you out a bit, and then we'll put the auto-exploring back on. So again, I'm going to look at the last name in the chat here and pick it. Boom. Juna! Hey, Juna. Long-time viewer. Thank you very much. There you go. All right, we got another event. Now, we have voted earlier. We're going to lean towards pragmatic, but we'll see, what we think over here. Mining accidents. Your geologists have come across an incredibly rich vein of rare minerals, which could dramatically increase the economic output of this colony. Unfortunately, accessing them will be incredibly dangerous work, and even with the use of automated tools, the entire colony will ultimately be more exposed to radioactive elements. What are your orders? The benevolent option. If it can't be done safely, it can't be done at all. Collect the resources which can be gathered safely, but leave the rest as is. Even with that, we get a 10% boost to our economy. Not bad. Do what we can to extract it safely using as many automated techniques as possible. That's the pragmatic option. A 20% boost to economy, but we get a 5% penalty to population growth. And then there's the malevolent option. Mine it all. Rare minerals are rare in a way that people aren't. The writing is great. This gives us a 50% bonus to economy, but a 50% penalty to population growth. That would still be tempting, but that's a big population hit. In this case, I really like the pragmatic option, and of course that is the area we're trying to go forward in. So, what do we have here? We've got, ooh, what is this? Prometheus Stone. Deposits of solid promethium gas can improve drive systems. We get a 5% bonus to movement. Cool. And adjacent military buildings get a bonus there. Cool. We don't have any of those unlocked yet. We can build a Thulium data archive. So this will consume one of our thuliums, but give us a 10% research boost. And then we've got the Durantium refinery. Again, consume one of our Durantiums, if I understand this correctly, but gives a +1 flat bonus to total production. Right. Interesting. What is this? What do we got here? Ancient ruins, big bonus to tourism, bit of a bonus to research. Oh! Oh! I think I misinterpreted some of these things before. I think this symbol affects the thing you build it on, and this symbol here is adjacent. Ah, I done goofed. So if I take the research laboratory and I go to build it there, it's got no bonus, but I build it here, it's got +1. So you don't want to build a research laboratory there. Well, you still can, because of course research laboratories give bonuses to each other. So you might still want to build a research lab in the middle, so that these would get +2. But if you build a tourism building here, it would get a big bonus. Now, we don't have a tourism building yet. Oh yeah, we've got the ability to build these technological capitals as well. 200% bonus to research on this planet, but you can only build one. Wow. And over here, we've got... Okay, on this tile, we get a +2 bonus to manufacturing from the springs, and then adjacent tiles get a tourism bonus. I'm going to go and build a basic factory here. That we'll get for free, although... Hold on. I forgot, the first thing is free. Now, does that include... If I want to build one of these things... No, that's not rushed. But the shipyard gets rushed? Wait. Did I just, like, get rid of my free rush? I just got rid of my free rush, didn't I? Alright, that's... We might want to do an adjustment there, Stardock. The fact that I lost my colonization free building because I sort of fiddled around. I guess it's the same as the first building is like you hit buy. Alright, I mean, like, knowing now, it's good. Hang on, cancel that one. Alright, let's build basic factory. Let's build another basic factory here. Just so that we get a baseline of stuff. And let's spam out a bunch of research labs. And actually, I'm going to put the technological capital in here. Because it itself... Does it get a bonus? Oh, it does, too. It's +1 level. Does that just give you a level up of the building? Or does it... Like, I don't know what the extra level does. I think it's basically like a free upgrade. So I think what we want to do... is sort of build the technological capital here, and then just fill everything else with research labs. They'll get a bunch of synergistic bonus from touching each other. Like this one here gives +3 to everything adjacent. And then these are getting further bonuses from that thing. Like this is going to be 6 levels higher. Like that's pretty cool. So we're going to make this planet into Super Tech Planet with a little bit of baseline production. Although it sucks that we lost our free factory. Oh, we found some cargo pods in our survey ship. Cool. And we did build that new shipyard. Right. So, this still has the old name of the star. So Merit is quite closer. There's no distance penalty. So we're going to go ahead and reassign Merit to its correct shipyard. Juna is very far away. 21% distance decay is pretty big. So we're not going to do that. And Juna, we're actually not going to send its production to any shipyard at all. Meanwhile, over here... I think we'll get started on the constructor. This planet doesn't have enough population to really build a colony ship, so we'll have it slowly build a constructor. And that's going to be okay. The production of that planet will grow in time. If we take a look at our planets, we've got that. Okay, all the tiles are being used, and it's going to start upgrading to some bigger laboratories. And Merit is still building its baseline tech, which is pretty good. I think, especially since this has its own starbase, I think what we'll do is load this up with factories and use this as a very high production-based thing. We might make it a production capital, although the actual landscape is kind of annoying to get the full bonuses. What I'm going to do is spam out tons of factories. But this spot here, I'm going to cancel this one. And because it's got the +3 level to influence buildings, and an influence building would be a consulate over here. So we're going to put that down. So we'll get a little bit of influence spread. I mean, we may as well take advantage of what bonuses there are. And really, I should make sure that the things adjacent to the capital get built as soon as possible, because they will also have the +1 level for free over there. So let's get those going, even ahead of the research lab. Well, we'll finish the existing research lab that's underway. We could actually buy it to finish the production. That I like. Okay, sounds good to me. Really, Reverend Puck? That's cool. Twitch says that the game has like 3,090 viewers, and I have all but 5 of them. Well, that's because no one has the game yet, so I'm in a pretty special position. Next turn. Ooh, research. We got our optimized research. 10% more tech. All right. It's probably time for us to start looking into planetary improvement. I really like to work on the planetary improvement stuff as early as possible. Hey, Cross, thanks for the sub. Because I want to make my base planets as good as possible. I don't feel like there's any reason to rush into warfare. It's like, nah, give me a good economic base first. We know this game gives you a grace period before battle properly can start, which is good. So by getting planetary improvements, I'll unlock xenofarms, which means we can produce more food, which means we can get a higher population base on our planet, but also it unlocks the very first terraforming option. Planetary soil upgrade. You can build one of these per planet, and it will give you 1 extra tile to build on. But it also leads to more tech, which can give you more terraforming options, which is good. So we'll go to the next turn. You can see our influence borders over here. Your star bases do give you influence, not as much as the planets themselves, but they're there. And the borders do grow over time, which is nice. More treasury bonus. That's fine. A little bit more research. And we can do a specialization. So increased food production, +1 food. Is that, and again, is that global? Do you just get +1 food on all your planets? Which is pretty good, because +1 food equals +1 population. Accelerated growth. Again, 10% faster growth everywhere. That's actually not bad at all. Or enhanced production, +1 production. Flat production bonus. More population is usually better, although we do have to worry about crowding, I think. But just more production? God, I don't know. I'm going to go for soil enhancement. And we're going to see when it finishes. We're going to take a look at Earth. Right? Because Earth's maximum population is 10. And so before we build any farms... Oh, and we can queue up one of these planetary soil upgrades. Let's go ahead and do that. And you can see as soon as I highlight it, it shows me a bunch of extra tiles I can work. So ideally, we'd want to unlock things that make sense, like maybe something next to the colony capital, because you know anything next to the colony capital always gets a +1. But if we want to build more tech over here, we could say unlock right over here, because... okay, so it wouldn't get the adjacency from the mineral rich, because that's just the tile itself. But if we unlocked that, here, it would be adjacent to 2 research labs, which would mean that we'd be getting a +1 from each one of these, which is pretty good. What does this give adjacency to? Bonus to influence. Well, we're really not paying much attention to the snuggler colony. We might want to. And you can change these all later on. In fact, that tends to happen. Especially if you're going for an influence victory, you tend to replace some of these as you go forward. I'm tempted to build right here. So we'll just queue that up. We'll let it do all its upgrades to Xeno Research Labs, Xeno Factories, etc. I'm okay with that. We'll slowly build up to that soil upgrade. So you can also turn that off. In Govern Planet... Auto upgrade improvements, you can turn that off if you want, if you're not happy with it. But it's pretty damn handy. I don't know why you would want to do that. Oh, hello! Level 12 planet, very good. And a level 7 isn't bad either. It does have a food penalty, but good boost to social manufacturing, which is interesting. I don't have a colony ship right now. I am at my shipyards. We are building a colony ship over here. I can't rush it, but that's okay. And that's good. Excellent. We will colonize Delta Ceti 5, almost certainly. Unless we find something better in the meantime. Oh, hey, we've located a minor race. So minor races, as far as I know, they don't tend to expand. They tend to just be one planet. So they're sort of people that you can negotiate with. They do play. I think you can trade technologies with them. I think you can treat them very much. Well, let's find out. You swim in the precursor ocean, while we have learned to breathe air and rose to a world you cannot see or comprehend. Hey, I'm an air breather. What's up, dude? Why so racist? Greetings, hi, Artiodactyla. We are pleased with the ideological path you have chosen thus far. Excellent. They are pragmatic. We will take your words into consideration. So let's go and open up our diplomacy screen, now that we finally met someone. I should have gone with a smaller galaxy to be able to show off a little bit more of that. But here's the Gossamer people. Warm relationship. We have the same ideology, and we are skilled in diplomacy. You see that? Because we're human. We've got that modifier. +1 to diplomacy. Let's go and talk to them. Hey, let's come to a trade agreement. So they've got techs, weapon systems, defense systems. They've got access to Xanthium. And, of course, they've got money. They got tons of money. So let's see if we can get some weapon systems. And I will offer you Universal Translator and Research Specialization. I don't suppose we can get any more tech over here. How much money might you want for it? No, we're not going to accept. It's almost good enough. So let's cancel that. How do I just remove that? Set it to 0? Actually, that's kind of weird. I don't know how to... I offer you 0 money. There we go. Let's remove the defense systems. How much would you be willing to offer me to make it work? 94. Okay, so it's very, very close to get there. Okay. So we're going to give them Universal Translator and Research Specialization. Now, you can't see how many sort of beakers they're worth, but you can see the time. So it's 5 turns, 8 turns. This is only 2 turns of tech. We give them 2 technologies plus that for something so trivial. Why is that? Well, it tends to be the AI tends to overvalue offensive systems, which makes sense. So we're not going to take this deal because it would be terrible, obviously. Now, on the other hand, if we just, let's cancel that. If we just offered them, like, research tech, who cares, right? They're a city-state. They're irrelevant. He'd give me 372 billion credits for research specialization. It's tempting. Notice we can also trade ships. We can trade planets and stuff. Not that they have one to offer. We can do weekly payments. Do we sell some of this? Sure. Tell you what. Let's sell them both. We'll take 676 bucks for a couple of techs. Good. Maybe we can rush some colony ships. I'm okay with that. Let's take a look at our soul shipyards here. How much do we need? It's going to cost us 510 BC. Okay, we didn't have to sell both to afford it, but we need to sell something. Now we've rushed a colony ship. I like that. We got the purple space over here. Research. Okay, we finished that soil enhancement. Oh, that means we can check something. Let me get back to you, science guy. Let's go. Whoa. Let's go to Earth. Population. Yeah, okay. So it was a global thing. Every single one of our planets can now support 1 extra population. That is very potent, considering the way to increase your population is to build farms. Building a farm means they replace something. You think they're a race? Are they? Maybe they are. Minors? No, they're a minor race. See, minor, they show up. Major, they're not. They're a minor race. The thing is, they are not like city-states in Civilization 5. I mean, they sort of are, but not really. City-states in Civ 5, you basically have no interaction with them whatsoever. There's just like sort of a game mechanic that you operate there. Minor races in here are basically like full proper races with some limitations, mostly to their like, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Ambition, probably. And yes, the AI can trade the tech I gave away. They can certainly turn around and trade it to someone else. But I'm trying to demo things here, guys. Who did we meet? Hello, fellow traveler. We mean you no ill will. In time, we will talk in greater depth about your salvation. We mean you no ill will either. Also, we have just built a colony ship. I'm going to load maximum number of people on it. Who did we meet over here? Who dat? Ah, it's a major. It's the Kryn. Okay, the Kryn. We have the same ideology. You are outside of our traveling range. Ooh, that dramatically improves our relationship. The fact that we're so far apart that we can't really war with each other. Good. Let's come up with a trade agreement. We could open borders, but I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever. We have 2 hypersilicates. We could really trade one of these away. I mean, it does give a bonus, but, you know, can we get... we won't trade for weapons tech. Can we get interstellar travel? Yeah. Xenocommerce? Can't accept that. What if I sweeten the pot a little bit? Ooh, not enough, huh? I don't like giving up research. Soil, that's a specialization. I'd rather... I don't know. Universal Translator will let them, like, negotiate with other people. Hey, what if I just give you some open borders? Ooh, we're getting close, even though you probably can't make use of it. Excellent. I will trade a resource that I have an extra of for 2 techs, a little bit of money, and an open borders agreement. Doesn't matter. This will give them a bonus to science. I don't know if it's horrible or not. You know, haven't played enough to get a real sense of how, like, good or bad this is. But we might be friends with these guys for a long time. They're really cool animated. Here, we're going to do that. Boom. Yay, technology. Let us build another colony ship. I'll have another one in the queue because it feels like we might end up with a time to grab it. We're going to try to settle over there with the one we currently have and hope that we find another planet by the time the next one is done. Idle ship? What is this? Oh, this is my scout that I told to go off in a direction so they wouldn't, like, run into each other. So I'm going to tell it to auto-explore at this point. Whoa, the Yor. Your ship is infested with some sort of biological parasite, and it is currently using your communication system. We are not parasites. We are explorers, scientists, warriors, and parasites. Well, maybe not the last one. We'll remain peaceful and we'll have no quarrel with you, N1. So, I suspect that these guys are going to be much less friendly. We have a ship in their zone of control, and we have shared borders. Automatically, we're not going to be as friendly. And that is right over here. This ship here. This is their territory. And this is our shared borders, so... yeah. We're not going to be friends. Ooh, there's some pirates. Our scout might get destroyed here. We're going to make sure to... okay, good. We didn't get engaged. We'll just try to stay away. Later on, I don't think those pirates will be much of a threat, but right now they're a bit scary. A little bit more free money over here. So, one of the things we can do here in Merit is find ways to boost our influence production, and we will push back these borders and take more of the land. Which is pretty fun. And in fact, so they must have a planet like right over here. If we can push the borders all the way to their planet, we can flip their planet over to our possession. Advanced construction. Yeah. More things. Mega factories, solar power plant, manufacturing capital, 0G scaling. And we can get another global bonus. 15% more manufacturing. 15% cheaper manufacturing cost. 15% lower maintenance of manufacturing plants. I just like the bonus of, like, just do more. I like it. Just do more stuff. I'm a straightforward guy. So there's thulium here and durantium. It'd be a great place to put a starbase. On the other hand, it's on the other side of the Yor. So that's not necessarily great. What do we have over here? A cultural relic. If we build the starbase here with the xenoarchaeology module, we will unlock this relic. Do we have a constructor kicking around? We do. It's currently stationed. Oh, that's not good. It's stationed here. It didn't... Why is that? It's not... It shouldn't be defending. I don't know why I ended up with a ship that was defending this shipyard. That is crazy. Yeah, let's try to grab that. We'll also incidentally sort of scout through this system at the same time. This scout, I'm going to continue. You can see it's like out of its range. I can't go over there. I can't cross that line. So let's come down here. So scout around the Yor space. We have met what are they named? Larians? Something like that. We'll look forward to a beneficial relationship. So that's another major civilization. Altarian. So, we're outside their travel range, and we're skilled in diplomacy, so they like me for that. But we have opposing ideologies. So they have probably gone, what, benevolent? I mean, I don't know if benevolent and pragmatic is opposing, but it's not the same ideology is what matters here. I think as we make or develop friendships or alliances, I think this will change, like the position of the planets relative to one another. But I like the view. It's cool. You can see the different relationships that might have developed, which we don't have right now. So they've got quite a few military things. They'll have orbital manufacturing, which does allow you to build ships. That is fair. Then give me some money as well. Oh, yeah, you consider it pretty damn even. That's 2 turns versus 7 turns. No. Although, I see, here's what I'm concerned about. Is that my research time or their research time? Like, I would have just said the number of beakers for the science because I'm not quite sure what it all represents. Because then you could really compare the cost of different things one to another. Anyway, it's fine. We'll leave them be. Hey, we found some cargo pods. Bonus monies. Like it. I'm going to put this guy back on Auto Explorer now he's away from the pirates. And we do have some money. We might be able to rush something. Especially I like rushing the basic factories so they can start producing more stuff. Oh, you know what we haven't done? We might want to go and move our economy back to a balanced thing. You know, we've got a big research edge at this point. And honestly, we haven't built the stuff that we've researched. So what if we go like fully balanced? We may not even need that much money. Because we're still making money right now, right? Well, actually, no. Right here we're making 0. Here would be losing it. You know what? Completely balanced. Sounds good to me. $4 a week. A little bit of production. I could lean more towards social than military. On the other hand, maybe I want to rush out a colony ship. I'll leave it where it is now. Whoa. Okay. That's cool. What is... a black hole? Listen, scout ship. Oh, we can't enter it. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, go in, get suicided. That's cool. You also have these nebula, which decrease accuracy and something else. Sensor range, I think it was. All right, I have to name another planet. I'm going to look at the chat in 3, 2, 1. Theodorbson. Theodorbson. Boom. Our new planet. Oh, colonizing events. The flowers of a specific plant on this planet are power... I don't know why I sounded surprised. You always get a colonizing event. I guess I just forgot about it. Flowers in the specific plant on this planet are powerful and toxin when ground up or smoked or inserted various places. The drug provides an intense feeling of contentment to all those who consume it, although in a few cases people have been content to walk directly into powerful machinery. What are your orders? Benevolent. We don't want to tread on people's happiness, but walking into machinery isn't good. Establish treatment protocols for anyone who wants them and put up railings everywhere. Flat plus 30% approval. Not bad. Or, and this is big differences between each one here. Or, pragmatic. There's no sense leaving this opportunity in the hands of amateurs. Make the drug illegal, but begin research efforts to harness its pharmaceutical effects and find market uses for it. 5% penalty to approval instead of a 30% bonus. But we get 10% boost to economy and a 10% boost to research. Ooh. The malevolent one is, you say you're content with everything? Like more work? Give them the drug to make them work harder. Are the plants plentiful? They are? Fantastic. I really like the writing here. The malevolent option gives a 30% boost to productivity. So we're still going pragmatic and, you know, economy, research, pretty good. A little bit of an approval penalty. We can make do with that. What do we have here? Prometheus pollen. Pollen, it's a rare flower, can be used to refine promotion gas. It gives us a 5% boost to ship range and adjacent improvement because of bonus to military. We don't have any of those yet, but military stuff is like surface to air, like batteries of missiles and things like that, and ability to defend against invasion. We've got a little slice of paradise over here. Everyone wants to live, or at least visit once in their life. Anything built here with an approval rating will get 3 bonus levels, and anything adjacent will get a bonus to influence. I don't think we have anything that gives us approval rating yet. Oh, no, we do. We have an entertainment center over here. Cool. I mean, already we have a 91% approval rate. But I think that will probably drop as we get more people. Right now our population is only 3 out of 6. So approval equals 2.7 divided by 3. So is it that we have... I see, that's how the percentage is. So our actual morale is currently sitting at 2.7. So you get 3... now I'm understanding it. You get 3 as a base from the colony capital. Colony capital by itself gives you a rating of 3. And then it's divided, it's modified by penalties, like powerful drug, which was our decision we made, and the large empire penalty. And then it's divided by your population. So the bigger your population gets, the lower your approval percentage gets. That's good to know. Okay, finally making sense to me. I'm not going to rush out the entertainment center first. Also, I'm going to be really careful, because we know the first thing we're going to build is free, right? So we get a 10% research boost on this penalty already, on this planet already. What if we make this a sort of heavy researchy place? We are building our research capital somewhere else, but we could build the Tholium data archives here. Archives. And if we built it somewhere like here, because it gives an adjacency bonus,